sometimes you have to be Ruth. That's right. Sometimes you got to play Ruth. Many times we always want to be the number one spot or play the role of Joseph, when many times God may have positioned you to be a Ruth. So let's unpackage that a little bit. I remember one of my mentors, I was what we call a wingman. In the Air Force, wingman is your pilot, the pilot to your right, basically, that is able to see the things that you can't see as you lead the way, but they got your six. Okay, so here's the deal with that. So many times we want to be number one so bad that we don't focus on the number two spot. But when you play the number two spot for the time prescribed for you, you will always be number one. So one of my mentors, like I said, I was the wingman that made sure I put that person's goals first, because their goals were aligned with my goals, and I knew that when they hit their goals, the vacuum effect was going to suck me up anyway. So it's just like the saying, a rising tide raises all ships. So in life, I think a lot of times we may be held back or not hitting the goals that we want to because we are just focusing on ourselves. But one thing I always notice growing over the years as an entrepreneur is that your service to other people will reflect in your income. So when people say, well, listen, Sean, I don't have money, I don't have a lot of money. Well, we have to evaluate how many people are we serving. So I always realize that serving people came first, and once you do that, everything else will fall in place. So many times we have to position ourselves to be the Ruth in life and not just the Joseph, but you'll get the blessings, because Ruth got her blessing. She was able to find her man when she put other people first, and then she was able to find Joseph. So that was a little tidbit I want to say there. So you want to be in life where you have people around you that have your goal aligned with their goals, and they want you to win so much that they'll elevate you, which is going to elevate them in the process. So a lot of times people may say, well, listen, I just don't want to be, and I'll use Tara as an example. Tara doesn't like being in the forefront. She doesn't like getting on camera. A lot of you guys see she doesn't like being on lives. She'll get on when she have to, but that's just not her thing. But it's like the duck floating on water, the swan. The swan is floating so gracefully above water, but underneath the legs are just pedaling, which is giving the direction and the momentum of the swan on top of the water. So in regards like that, Tara is like a Ruth, but she does so many major, powerful things in our family unit, whether you see them or not. What you see is a result of a lot of things that she's doing. So you want to position yourself to have people around you that want to be your Ruth, that will be able to help you open doors. Because listen, you cannot do this thing on your own. I don't care what people tell you and they say I'm a self-made millionaire, I'm self-made this, self-made that. Listen, there's always a team of people that's around who's able to help you. So I always tell people, don't look at what we got, don't look at certain things, but look at how God is working through us. There's a message there, because there is a time where a lot of you didn't see what I was doing. I've been teaching for 27, 28 years. I post old content sometimes. I had no beard, had a little baby mustache, had a full head of hair. I look so young and youthful, which I still do, but the internet wasn't what the internet is today. That doesn't mean I wasn't doing the work. It just wasn't televised. It just wasn't all over social media. But the work that I did has been done, and that has positioned us where now Tara and I can now be Ruth for Kennedy and Caden and DJ, because we did the work that put us in a position to have financial time and money and financial freedom. We're now in a position where we can be our children's biggest cheerleaders. We can be their Ruths. We can now open doors for them. So in this current generation, so many people look and be like, well, if it can't be all over the internet, if everybody didn't know what I do, if I don't have 50 million followers, it's not televised, if you will, then they don't want to do it because they want the recognition. See, I was out doing the work when it wasn't being recognized publicly like a lot of people are now on social media. So I put in my work, but I put in the work now to be number two, so that my kids can be number one. Hopefully that makes some sense to everybody. So you want to put yourself in a position where you can look out for other people, and then you'll be amazed to see how God's going to look out for you. I know I don't come in here and go spiritual very often, but listen, there are some success principles in life. A lot of those success principles are spiritually grounded. That could be another reason why a lot of people aren't succeeding in life, because the grounding that you have may need a little bit of work. None of us are perfect, but as long as you are continuously working on it, that's what's going to move the needle. But when we find ourselves just stuck and stagnant in that spot, usually 10 out of 10 is a spiritual thing. No matter what your spiritual belief is, it's still some type of spiritual belief there. So you want to position yourself where you're not working so hard. When you have a Ruth in your life, when you have a door opener for you in life to be able to make the job easier, you'll see that you'll elevate quicker. When you elevate, you're going to elevate everybody around you. So that's where the saying, if you get in the way of a blessed person, you too will be blessed. But I'm going to put Sean verse 13 on it. If you also get in the way of a blessed person, you'll be cursed. So you want to position yourself where you can align with somebody who's going somewhere, someone who God is already blessing. Jump aboard, get on the coattail, learn you can learn, serve where you can serve, and you too will be blessed just like that person. So that's what that means when I say get in the way of a blessed man and you'll be blessed too. But if you get in the way of that blessed person, you're going to be cursed. Hopefully put that in your kit sack. That'll help somebody down the road. So you want to have people in life who are fighting for you. You want people who are getting up and their mission is to be able to help elevate you to get to the next level. Man, if y'all could only see how Tara and I work behind the scenes as far as elevating these babies, putting Kennedy and Katie and DJ where they need to be in life. We've accomplished major things in life. We still have plenty of things to accomplish, but we're at a place now where we have completely thrown ourselves, our hearts over the fence to make sure that Kennedy and Katie and DJ are where they need to be and gonna be in life, because that's the true measure of our legacy. Our true measure is, how do our kids make it? How do our grandkids make it in the future? So those are some of the things you want to do. So this is something that may come to a shock to some people, but some people, you're supposed to be the wingman. You're supposed to be the Ruth. So many times everybody want to be Jordan, but somebody has to play Pippen. But here's the thing, Michael and Scotty both got the ring, but so many people want to be the glorified position and say, hey, listen, again, using Tara's like, look, we got the ring. Tara doesn't want to be the one to slam. She don't want to be the one to get the game-winning 3-point shot. She wants to be the one who says, hey, we stayed consistent. I got my rebounds. I made the proper passes. I got a few points here and there. But so many times people want to be Jordan. Do you want to be Jordan, or do you want to get the ring? Sometimes you can't do both. Sometimes you have to play Scotty's position. So that's what I'm saying when I'm talking about you need a Ruth in your life. Michael could not have done that by himself. He could not have done that without Scotty. Okay, so that's super important. Another comparison in sports is Shaq and Kobe. Same thing. Both great players, but they both needed each other. And there was a point in time where they didn't get along. They actually had a fist fight before during practice, but they both still got the rings. Okay, so make sure you position yourself to be that way, because envy not in your ways. Don't be envious of other people. Many times people can say, I want to be in this person's situation. I wish I were them. But you don't know what struggles they may have gone through to get where they are. Those struggles may have broken you. Those struggles may have positioned you where you may have committed suicide, for an example. You know, I go through things throughout my life, and I've been through things throughout my life, but I think most people may have committed suicide. Most people may have gone into a deep state of depression. But when you see where I am now, it's like, oh man, I wish I were you, man. I wish I had kids that were on Good Morning America. I wish we could do this, we can do that. But could you endure what got me here? So never envy other people. Learn and grow from them. Serve people, and you'll see that you'll elevate. So that's my thought for this morning as I woke up and got on here a little early. I know I typically don't get on live this early, but focus on where you're supposed to be in life. Ask God for your placement. Ask where you are supposed to be and what are you supposed to do in that position. Okay, so listen, guys, this is a powerful week. We are coming close to ending Q1, about to go into Q2, man. Like we just had New Year's Day just a few weeks ago. So time is really moving progressively. Make sure that you're progressing with it, because there's three kind of people in the world: those that watch things happen, those who wonder what happened, and then those who make things happen. So position yourself to make things happen. Be a Ruth for people, and you'll see that Ruths in your life will also appear. All right, guys, I'm Dr. Sean J. Harris. Make impact and make money while you're doing it.